It's a 90-day fiasco. Tonight, we are recapping the season premiere of 90 Fiancé Happily Ever After. You don't want to miss all the news and gossip, all the drama that we're recapping. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
We're back, guys. Linda's excited. Are you?
I am excited.
Hey, guys. Welcome back. We're so excited. 90 is back. And so much more drama than ever. So tonight we are recapping episode 1, season 4 of 90 Fiancé Happily Ever After. And tonight we have some juicy news and gossip. We have our special segment, What Would You Think? And we're just going to go through all the couples and all the drama. But before we begin, I'm here with my host, Linda Antwi. She's got all the research. She's got all the news, all the juicy news and gossip about the couples.
Hey guys, there's so much. It's like 3 hours. 3 hours of 90 days, and it's all juicy.
So let's just dive right in. What were your overall thoughts of the episode?
It's TLC, so I'm not surprised that a lot of it is repetitive. I think that they have to remember that if you're a super fan like us, we already know all the backstory. So if you're trying to pull in new people and people that have not been with all of these couples for all of these seasons, then I get like the backstory as a reminder.
Yeah.
But 3 hours of my life, a lot of this was not fresh information.
Right.
It was all stuff that we already knew from last season. We were waiting. What's new? What's exciting? What have we learned since all the stuff on social media? And it just wasn't there in the opening for me.
Do you think that they're trying to like prepare it for new fans coming in?
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. So that's why I'm wondering, like, is this the slow process? But then us super fans are like, we're watching Instagram, we're watching the live videos from the cast members. We're like wanting a lot more, and we're getting more from social media. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's a number one
there's some new
show
stuff.
now,
I know.
so they're pulling in everyone, and I get it. Like, you got to do what you got to do, TLC. You got to do it. You got to rope in all the people. And I also do remember, since we've been doing this show from day one, that it's always a slow burn with them.
It is.
It's a slow burn. We're like, this could have been 2 minutes. This could have been an hour. So we're saying the same thing. We know that this is how the network works. And we'll see what happens next week.
And they're obviously doing something right.
Yeah. Okay, so keep coming back.
I mean, let's start with the first couple, Ashley and Jay. Linda, what were your overall thoughts about the situation? I know there was a lot of cheating scandals that we heard behind the scenes, but seeing this now on the show.
So for this episode, I don't think they came in with anything new. I have my least notes for this couple. We know that he cheated. We know that he did the Tinder thing first, and then we also know that he cheated this season, and that it's over. So that's what I got from them.
Yeah.
And that she is really not going to put up with it anymore. But besides that, out of the opening, I really didn't learn anything new. I mean, except for that did you know that he proposed after 8 days?
No, I didn't remember that.
So I didn't remember that.
We didn't see that backstory.
Yeah. And if they did, I don't remember it just being 8 days and then he proposed.
Yeah.
I remember like the dance on the chair in Jamaica and it being a girls' trip, but I didn't remember like, oh, it's only 8 days.
So maybe we're going to get some more like little back information.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, that makes sense. And I think all the drama we got from this couple was her kicking him out of the car. That was it.
My point was like, what's the point of kicking him out when he's just going to walk home and you're going to see him like an hour versus 30 minutes? Like,
you never kicked anyone out of the car?
and I mean, I have, but you didn't come back to my house after that.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was my point. Like, what was the point of this?
Yeah.
The other thing I thought was interesting with this couple is that it took them 1.5 years to get that K1 visa. And when she said they had been fighting for it for 1.5 years and that he messed up in 93 days. So, married for 90 days together. And then 3 days later, after they get married from Vegas, he's already on Tinder.
But wait, what did you think about him saying that he was idle on Tinder? I mean, come on, that was his comeback. And then the other one was, he needed attention and she wasn't giving it to him. It seems like she's with him every day, always. Like, I don't understand.
And sorry, Jay, but someone has to work. You're not working because you didn't have your visa. So someone has to bring in the bacon, and clearly that's her. So you know what? sorry, your 21-year-old self didn't get enough attention. Our bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
calm down, all the way down.
How can you be idle though on Tinder?
And why are you even on Tinder? Like, what does that even mean? How about not be on Tinder? How about not download Tinder?
I can see him using it as like, oh, I need my, some models for my tattoo shop or something like that. Let me I mean, I'm using that excuse, not that it's legit, but I can see him. He's young. Not that that's an excuse either, because no one should cheat.
He's a cheater, though.
He is a cheater.
Yeah.
I mean, she saw that coming. Yeah. I was pro this couple since the beginning, but now I'm just like, oh, well. Well, a couple that we haven't really seen a lot from on social media, which I think is great, and they're hiding it, and they're keeping me interested, is Chantal and Pedro.
Yes, they are.
What did you think of Chantal and Pedro this episode? And
first of all, Chantal looks amazing.
She does. She lost a lot of weight. Huh?
Lost weight. Her hair. I think that maybe I don't know, but she might have had some work done. Whatever it is,
Girl,
Chantal,
get it.
You look great. You're killing the game. I loved seeing them. I love seeing them back, and I agree with you. I'm liking the mystery of the two. I'm like, I have no idea what you've been doing, because she posts normally just about her nursing stuff or something that she's peddling, like whatever drink.
Like Vine. What are those things? Because she's always Musically. Like she's constantly posting some things from like Musically.
She's some energy drink or weight loss drink or whatever, and then that's really it. So I was excited to be like, oh, so wait, you guys are going to where? Savannah? What do you even know about Savannah from Atlanta? But hey, if that's gonna work to get away from the family Chantal.
I am excited for this couple. I think this is already my favorite couple this episode or this season, because they are. It's freaking true. Like, the more mystery, the more interesting.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
we don't know anything.
They're probably that's probably why they got their own show too, because they're the ones that's not sharing,
posting the least. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
But I think they have a lot of like deep-seated drama, because what I saw in this episode is she really does blame him for everything. And I don't know if she's really forgiven him for that, especially for the fight with her family. And I think the rift with her family, because I think that she was close with them. And since the fight, they haven't really talked. And now she's possibly moving away from them. So, yeah, she's blaming her husband. Like, you did this. You need to fix it.
Because she feels like she has no one. But then again, he made a good point up. He's like, I moved for you. I left my family. Like, how are you going to not come? How are you not going to like validate that? Like, I did this for you and you're just like not giving me anything. I mean, I'm asking you to move a little bit further away from family, which I'm curious, how close did they live to her family?
Well, I mean, they're in the same city, so close. Atlanta is big. It's not that big, though, right?
It's not like LA.
Yeah. And I thought that he made a good point. He's like, well, yeah, you're making a sacrifice, but I made the sacrifice and I've been married for you for 2.5 years, and you're now just acknowledging it. You know, like he left his family in the DR to come here.
And that's a big culture change. Like, you're giving up like kind of like your identity. What did you think about him? Like, I mean, it's kind of sad when you started crying this episode. I know that was towards the end of it, but I never saw that side of Pedro. And
he's frustrated though. Think about it. Like, this is you, like you said, you changed your life, you changed your culture. You came specifically for this woman, and her family hates you, and now she's blaming you for everything, and you guys are constantly bickering, and you're trying to make it better by making a change. And you go to the city that, you know, think about it, you're with your partner and you're on a trip, it should be like all ooh, lovey-dovey, and you're fighting like a couple of days into it, and you're leaving and you're fighting.
And I think I mean I don't like that I don't think she should totally cut her family off. I think that there should be healthy boundaries between her family and her marriage, because, you know, you do leave your family when you get married. So, like, there should be those healthy boundaries. And if you're going to vent to them, they can't be all involved in your drama. It's going to create chaos, and it's like you're causing it. And I think this upset me the most this episode when she told him, I don't want to have your kid or anything. And I was like, dang.
Yeah, because she blames him. That was rude.
Stab to the heart.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, then why are you married to him?
Yeah. I mean, I think that Chantal, unfortunately, from the very get-go, she set him up wrong, because she didn't tell the parents from the beginning why he was really here. Then, like 3 or 4 days before the wedding, she's like, hey, by the way, we're getting married. The reason he's here is he needs a K-1 visa, and we're going to get married. And pow, ta-da, that's my fiance. So it's hard to get past all the things because, like we all say, first impressions is the biggest impression, right? So they think he's part of the deceit, but really Chantal didn't set this relationship up for success, and now he's trying to fight an uphill battle, and then it's just gone downhill. And then his family hasn't helped, but Nicole, woo. Nicole. I'm still not convinced that they're just like platonic.
Well, we'll go over predictions, but the next episode, who was that girl and what is going on? I think there were some sort of trust issues though in the beginning. So Chantal probably went to her family, vented and all that, and then it just, like you said, set it up for disaster. And now they just think Pedro's a lie.
Well, I mean, he also attacked her brother, right, at a family dinner and pulled the weave out, the whole 9 yards. So there's some beef there. Just
another Tuesday. Okay.
Right.
Well, another couple that's pulling some weaves out and doing some chaos and calling some cops, Colt and Larissa.
And Debbie.
And Debbie. Sweet Debbie.
And Cookie and Sugar and Baby Girl and
the
Calico. Calico is just like Larissa. She's mean and she hates all the other cats.
I'm sorry, but woe is Colty, okay? Because he is like, woe is me the whole entire episode. Larissa's this really mean person, and she's just so mean to me. And she's just like speaking her mind, speaking up to her. I'm for the queen.
I'm for the queen too, and I just think that that scene that they had where they were at the casino, I think it was the opening scene for them, and he was there with his mom, and I was just like, you know what, she said it right. She said Debbie is his second wife but mom. Like that's how they interact, and it's creepy to me. It's super creepy. It's because he's 30, he's 33. He's 33 and he's in a relationship with his mom. You can be close to your mom, don't get me wrong, because I'm close to my mom, but like my mom is not going to take over my relationship.
No, they're not going to live with you. I mean, some people do like the back.
I don't mind that. Like, I feel like if I have kids and stuff, I would totally want my mom to be like have an apartment in the basement so she can help me with the babies.
In the babysitter.
Yeah, in house because you can trust your family, but not like this where it's like Debbie is a part of Colt.
Yeah, every big fight they have amongst each other, Debbie's in it. And she's backing up Larissa. It's like 2 against 1 the whole time.
It's really gross.
Especially those kitchen scenes.
Yeah, it's really gross. And then she's like, I hate her, and I don't want her to be part of this family. I'm like, oh God.
And then the cats are all just standing.
Ew. And I have a thing about cats as it is. So Colt, Larissa, Debbie, and the cats just all rub me all the wrong way, except for Larissa. I like Larissa a lot.
I like her too. So Larissa, we find out this episode, she shares that she was arrested. The domestic violence charges are still playing out against her. There's just so much that was on social media. It's hard for me to like separate the show from the social media posts. And sorry, do you want to say something?
No, yeah. I agree with you.
So I'm just like, I already know what happened. I already seen it. I've already been, I was there. It was live. We saw it all go down.
We did.
But we didn't see some stuff.
And we didn't know the timeline of it all. So I wrote in the notes. So we didn't know that he proposed after 5 days in Mexico. Yeah. We didn't know that when this whole thing went down, the domestic violence, it was 2 days before their wedding. So remember we were watching the wedding last season? That whole thing played out. It played out after the wedding on TLC, but this thing happened before the wedding 2 days.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a mind trip.
Yeah. And then she spent two nights in jail, and then she was released 2 days before her wedding. And she says that her married life since then has been hell, and it's all been Colt's fault. And then what I didn't know is that he originally pressed charges, and then he dropped the charges, and then the state of Nevada picked up the charges and charged her. So the time frame from watching the show and what really happened is different.
Yeah, because the fight happened before the marriage, and then
Yeah, but we saw the wedding, and it seemed
That's what I'm saying. TLC is still like they still know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're messing with us, but I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, there's stuff to discover now. I don't know what's going to happen. And the background information too. We're seeing like different things that we never heard about the couples even from the beginning.
Yeah.
which was
I agree
weird.
with you.
And we heard about Larissa's stay in jail and how she was scared because she felt like people were going to kill her. And then she's like, I made some friends though.
But the thing is, I could see her totally making friends.
I love her.
Do you know? I can just see it. Like, she just, something about her just, okay, yeah, I get it. It's you. Okay, what do you need? I got your back.
But the biggest thing is Colt lying to Larissa, that he's telling her that he didn't tell the cops anything and that he wasn't the one that like told him that she heard him to arrest her or whatever. What did you think about this whole situation? Because I didn't really know about this as much on social media, about him like lying to her.
I didn't know
hear
that
about
he
that.
lied at all until actually this, where, you know, she goes to see the lawyer, Adam, and then it's a big deal because if she's convicted of this, it's a misdemeanor, but he said it's a serious misdemeanor. And because she's an immigrant with no green card, which we've talked about a lot with the visa process, she can be deported. And that was her biggest fear, is being deported. And to find out that your husband has said all these things, that you're the one that pushed him and scratched him, and that's why he called the police. Meanwhile, he's looking in your face saying, "Oh, I didn't say anything."
How the hell do you stay like married? That's what I'm saying. Her sleeping in that house and she's like, it's hell for me. But I can see that. Like, and what else is Colt lying about? Because I
Everything,
mean,
though.
we've
Look at
seen the
him.
videos, we've seen the pictures on Instagram. Hopefully we'll show some of those if we have time. But I don't know. Yeah.
Colt's a mess.
He's a mess. He's a
He's
manipulator.
my least favorite, and he seems very like, even the way he talks, like, so calm. It's like a sociopath. Like, da 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 da. Okay, Colt.
But we love
I
you,
got
Colt, so you don't come after us.
Yeah, love you, Colt. Love you. Speaking of love, I do love this station.
Yes.
And before we move on to our next topic, I thought we should just say thank you for making us the ESPN of TV Talk.
Woo.
And for us to continue to grow, we need your help. If you're on YouTube right now, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating. Those ratings go a long, long way. And it really helps for everyone to find our shows here at AfterBuzz TV. But no matter where you are, leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. And you guys know that we're super involved. We're all over social media. We're all in the comments on YouTube. We're all over Instagram. So wherever you are, leave a comment and we'll hit you up and we'll just continue this discussion of 90 days. So thank you for being a part of the AfterBuzz TV family. It's meant so much to all of us. And we truly appreciate you supporting us and doing what we love. But don't forget, tell a friend, tell another friend, and another friend, and keep enjoying our shows.
Yes, guys, hit us up on social media. We love, love, love hearing from you. There's so much drama. The fans have like the deets. We get a lot of the stuff from the fans, and you guys are good investigators. Well, speaking of investigation, because we don't really see someone that often in this episode, but he's a man on the phone, the mystery man of the hour, Nicole and Azan.
Okay. Stacey, I love Nicole and Azan
I have 3 points for them.
because it's Nicole and Azan, and it's Nicole. But we said this in our news and gossip that we're not going to see him.
No,
We're not going to see him. And we said in previous seasons of our show that there was no store. And like, why would Azan be into beauty and all of that when he knows nothing about nothing? And she finally admitted it. I was like, so...
like she's always has his back, but like this time she's like, yeah.
But why isn't she like, where's my $6,000? There's no store, there's no wedding.
She wants Azan. I always say his name wrong. Azan. She wants him. Like remember, she's a bulldozer. Like her mom said, she's a bulldozer. When she wants something, she will get it. And I feel like it's so sad though, because she's just waiting and he's like collecting them checks, collecting those things. And she's just like, that's what I'm saying. She just marry someone that's in Life After Locked, or what's that locked up show?
Life After Lockup.
At least you get the conjugal visits.
Listen, that's exactly what I said last week. I mean, he can't go anywhere.
Because you ain't getting nothing from...
You better make that happen. But no, honestly, okay, so here are my points.
Okay.
And when you say them out loud, it's sad. Okay, so...
she's a nice girl.
She's been to Morocco. She has been to Morocco 3 times now. And after her first trip there, 2 weeks in, he proposed to her. Okay. Then his K1, and we made a big deal about it because it is a big deal, guys. It wasn't denied. It was refused. Refused. Those wording is really important. It was refused. And then Nicole's like, okay, so me and May are going to move to Morocco. So she goes back for the third time. And before she's going back for the third time, which is the move, so you know that apartment that she had that was from the church that was low income, remember?
Yeah.
She gave that up, so she can't get that back. So just keep that in mind too. Her low income housing, she's moving to Morocco with May. But before she gets there, the messages, the kissing messages, the cheating that she finds out about, the link online that makes her cry and she almost doesn't go, yada, 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 she forgives him. She gets there, okay? They're about to get married. It's all elaborate. They do the tasting, all of this stuff. And then just before the wedding, like just before, he cancels the wedding and says there's not enough money because it's like $300 a table. They're going to open up a shop, generate some income, and have the wedding at a later date, right? And then when asked, Nicole gave $6,000 and Azan gave $500. She comes back.
He's all, let me borrow 500 of that.
Right. She comes back. She's been back for 7 months, and she's living with her sister and her brother. And there's no store. There's no wedding. There's no ring. There's no like, hey, this K1 visa has gotten better. She even said, let's move to a different country where you can come and you don't need a visa. So do you see how terrible all of these things sound when you say it out loud?
Yes, it's like she's put someone in jail. Like, it's like you don't get the benefits of being with that person. But I mean, even you would get more benefits though, because you get visitation, but she ain't getting nothing from this. Nothing. She is holding on to that idea. And pen pal, maybe just that attention is enough for her. Girl, you need more.
You deserve more. It makes me sad. It just makes me sad. And for her to still be like, I know he was my person. I was like, is he though? Is he? You're the only couple that you guys have been together the longest, it seems. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you can't even stay in the same city yet.
She doesn't have anything. It's like seeing someone like maybe once a year, like one day. If that. Yeah. And it's like she's getting like little bits and pieces of nothing.
And where is your $6,000, Nicole? Where is it? You didn't have a wedding and you don't have a store. So what did he do with that I want to know. Where's the $6,000? Where is it?
It's at he's paying for that gym membership.
He's paying for that other chick down the gym membership. That's hilarious.
That's what he's paying for. But we need to find out where is Azan? Like, I can't even find him on social media. Believe me, we've been searching, and I'm trying to like, come on. Nope, he won't even accept friend requests. Nothing.
Because he knows he's doing wrong, which is very smart of him. You keep it close to your heart. You don't put it all out there. I get you.
But we need the fans to like, you know, dig in. Yeah, dig in deep and find us some juicy stuff out. Okay, but a couple that is, you know, I think really in love, and I think has a lot of. We're also hearing a lot of background information that we didn't know too much about. Russ and Pao, we call her Pao, Paola.
I love them.
So cute. They actually seem really in love compared to all the other couples.
I love them. I love them. I love them as a couple. I love them with their new baby. It was hard to hear her talk about Oklahoma and not feeling a part of Russ's family. And even with the flashes of like how, I don't know a better way to say it, but how vanilla it seemed, it just made her stand out so much more.
Yeah.
And it made her seem, I don't know. I get what she was saying when she felt like she didn't belong and she didn't feel welcome.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're different and people are not used to different, like, I get that. And that was sad to me. It was really,
especially
really sad.
like a totally different culture, totally different town, more maybe conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really sad to see that. And then hearing more about her miscarriage and all she was going through. I feel like she's been really strong because she has been alone through a lot of this stuff. And I mean, Russ has her back, but it's still hard when you don't have any of your family. You're going to a completely different culture and you're used to having so many people around you, but they're not anymore.
And good for her for deciding to move to Miami. I think that was the best thing for her.
The best place ever.
Yeah.
Love me some Miami.
Love me some Miami too.
But we didn't we got a little bit of background information about them, but we didn't get too much about them either. I mean, I'm curious to see how that's the only thing I can think of is the family, his family.
That was it.
That was it.
That was basically their backstory. And knowing that they've been together for so long, I didn't know they have been married for 5 years. Did you?
No.
So 5 years.
What the heck?
This is
We
not
are
like they're
finding
like
out so much.
Yeah, it's not like they're like a couple of years in. They're 5 years in, and that first miscarriage, and now they have a beautiful son. And the other thing is that they moved to Miami, and they hadn't been back to Oklahoma for like 3 years. And that's a big thing. So think about it. You haven't been back there because you felt isolated away from his family. And then Russ is like, well, my mom wants to hold the baby shower. Listen, girls, we've all been to baby showers. It's a tight thing, and you do it
For
with the
women,
people.
yes,
you
it's
do
like
it with
emotional,
yeah, you do it with the people that you're closest with, your family and your best friends, and you set it all up. So can you imagine? You haven't been there for 3 years, and his family's not even into you. But hey, by the way, can my mom hold your baby shower?
One of them, probably, hopefully. No, I'd be freaking terrified. And also, I just think the cultural differences, it's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I my props to Pal.
Yeah.
Props to Pal going in
All
those,
day.
yeah. But another couple that its family's in the mix. Elizabeth and Andre. We haven't seen these people. Only in
Forever.
person we saw them when we met them, but we haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
And they're low key on social media as well.
They're keeping, but I like it. I
Yeah.
like when I don't see your stuff on social media. It keeps me interested. It keeps me, but then I can still watch other stuff.
I mean, I like a little bit of. Actually, I like it a lot. Who am I kidding? I like it all of it.
But their situation, just I think it was going to happen, the whole family thing. Because I'm like, what else are you guys going to fight about? Unless there's like some shady stuff. But I don't know, no shady stuff going on.
No, but remember, he's also really traditional. So he's the head of the household. What he says goes. And like he said, you have to make sure that you're listening to me 100% of the time. And then she's like, it's okay for me to be smarter than you. It's okay for me to be right sometimes. And so when he's like, oh, I find she's challenging me sometimes, he's saying like, listen, you can be the strong woman, but you can't be stronger than me, is what he's saying.
I'm the guy. I'm the man.
Yeah. So
dominant one in the relationship.
Right.
But the sisters have another different story about them. I mean, they're like, seem like the type that are like, let's go out and party and drink. And I mean, they seem fun.
I like
they
the
seem
sisters.
fun, but they do want to get in the mix between them. And they seem like they have different relationships than her and Andre.
Yeah. I don't know.
What do you think?
I actually like the fact that the sisters are so concerned, and I like the dynamic, and here's why.
Yeah.
Because they're super concerned that he's not providing yet. And if just hear me out, if you're going to be the old school, I'm the man, I lead the house, what I say goes, then you can't also then say, but I'm not going to be the provider.
Bring the cheddar.
I'm not going to bring it. Exactly, the cheddar. You can't have it both ways. You're either all in or you're not. And even with the dad saying like, she's not going to be happy in this like 2-bedroom apartment while her sisters are driving Mercedes or in a big house and all of this stuff. And then we find out that they're moving into a house and it's beautiful, has a pool, and don't get me wrong, it's great, but it's the dad's property and they're living there rent free. And Andre still doesn't have a full-time job.
And she's the property manager of that. So she's the one managing still her dad's property. So she's working
That's her
still.
job, yeah.
Pregnant.
So you can't have it both. You can't be the leader and not lead. That's all I'm saying.
Not bringing
So
the
I'm
tin
okay.
lamp out.
Yeah, so I'm okay with the sisters being like, well, no, we're concerned and we're going to be a part of it because we love you. You're having a baby, so we're having a baby.
Yeah. I think it's just going to create like chaos between the family, though. I can see that. Just a little bit more fighting. I can see we'll talk about predictions, though. But we didn't, that's all we really got this episode from them.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, this episode was kind of just a recap. We saw got little doses of new information, but that's about it.
Yeah, we got some backstory stuff, and that was it. There was no new drama. There was no like, hey, we've been waiting 8 months, 9 months, however long it's been. Welcome back, and here's some new fresh drama. There was none of that.
None of that, huh?
But again, like we said earlier on the top, that TLC tends to be a slow burn.
They sure are.
So they're probably just reeling us all in, so we're all on the same page.
TLC, you keep us on our toes, and we love it. Thank you, because you guys know what you're doing.
For real.
Yeah.
We're going to do some news and gossip.
Woo! Well, wait, what do you think? Should we go over what do you think?
Oh, are we
But
doing
we
that
got
first?
a lot of news. Let's do news and gossip first because this is insane. Woo! News and gossip, guys.
TV news.
Do we have some media for news and
We
gossip?
do have some media for news and
Awesome.
gossip. It will be up shortly.
Okay, guys, this one was crazy. Is this the looking for a male model one?
No, this is the one of Ashley now, calling out the alleged mistress of Jay's.
Oh.
So in this, she calls out Jay's alleged mistress and she posted her name in it to
tagged her in it on
tagged her
Insta?
in it. So all these crazy fans, well, hey, not crazy because y'all, I'm one of them. So they can go and attack her and everything, like they did in Colt's mistresses this summer.
Are you mad at that?
Oh.
You shouldn't be messing around with someone else's husband.
And so in it, she says, "Hey, Liv Young, do you really want me to expose all the messages, photos I have from you and ones you sent to the knowingly married man? I highly suggest removing that in about 10 minutes or I'll ruin you more than I already have. If you think for 2 seconds he actually loved you, you're dead wrong. He gave me everything trying to get back together with me. I know you don't want the photo of you in front of mommy and daddy's refrigerator. But out there, do you? Clock is ticking. So she is threatening this girl now.
I mean, I'm not mad at her.
Linda's
I'm not mad at her. Think about it. If that was your husband and then the mistress, listen, all's fair in love and war. And
Damn.
if you're going to be a cheater and you're going to be the one that's cheating with the married person, then anything goes.
Karma will bite them.
Yeah.
So sad. Oh, well, this is the alleged mistress. One of the models that he was seeking out or whatever. And she did some work with him.
And, she worked with him.
Yeah,
That's how
she
they
worked with
met?
it. Because you know how he does the tattooing on the side?
Yeah.
So I guess he requested. That's what I'm saying. He's probably getting those girls through the tattooing business.
I mean,
And this was the one you were talking about.
So it's all fun and games. She posted, Ashley posted on her Insta stories, until your ass gets deported. Have fun at the strip club with my money and my car. You're driving around without a license. Bye, Felicia. Canceled. And, she was in the thick of it at that point.
Damn. These are
So
the social media.
she also posted looking for a male model in the Maryland area for May 8th. Please DM me for info. Now, I saw this and I didn't know why, and then it all makes sense. So Jay has a deportation hearing scheduled for May 8th.
That's next week.
Yeah, which happens to be a day on which Ashley hopes to hire a male model. So we won't know what the context is, but her showing up at court with a hot man and deporting her husband, anything can happen.
Yeah, so I was creeping on the Instagram right before we came on, and I saw already Ashley's posting on her Instagram. If you guys go check it out, she's posting pictures of a new man that she's
I
living
just saw it.
with.
She put the emoji smiley face, but he is all buff and tatted, and she's like, new man alert. I am mad at you, Ashley. Handle your business. Okay, so guys, this week I was homesick.
Oh.
And so I have a lot more time on my hands. And Jay went live. So I normally am like, whatever with live. I clicked on it, and he's live here, and he's live with what I'm assuming is a fan. And what I think happened was that maybe someone requested as a fan, and he said, okay, I'll do it. But turns out this girl was 11. And the first question he asked her was...
Linda,
Yes,
11?
11 years old. First question, he was like, how old are you? And she's like, 11. And then he was like, oh.
God.
He's like this, all awkward, and all us watching felt awkward. He's like, okay, well, stay in school. And should you even be watching this show? It was super awkward. I was like, oh, end live.
90 Day Gone Wrong. Is it going to get even weirder?
I was like, she's 11. Jay, quick. Cancel that. Bye. Thanks for being a fan.
Live chat done.
Yeah, live chat all the way done.
John Yates, he has so much juice.
He has so much. So we found out that Ashley changed her last name to Smith when she married Jay. But what we didn't know is Jay's name is not Jay.
I kind of saw that a little
Yeah,
bit.
his name is
full name?
Conroy Smith.
What?
Conroy Smith. And what else that was the juicy gossip in this is that Azan is not even named Azan. Azan's name is actually not even listed. Azan Tafu isn't named Azan or Tafu.
Is he just like a fake person?
So, I don't know. But they don't even put his real name in here. All we know is that Jay isn't Jay, and Azan is not Azan at all, and we don't even know what his real name is. Hello!
Oh my God, Linda.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's Azan's name? Fans, please find that out for us.
Do you even know that?
I know. Can you find it out?
Right. And is Azan really even like a thing? Guys, breaking news today. This broke today. TMZ broke it.
Damn.
Colt and Larissa are officially divorced. That marriage is over as of today.
Craziness.
Yeah.
I'm just like still trying to figure out the domestic violence stuff, still trying to catch up on that. And now they're just divorced. And do you think she's going to be deported? Mm-mm. No, you don't think so?
She's got her new man.
Well, I guess now, like, okay, so Colt, he recently posted this. I'm done. Just divorced. He's posting these all over social media. But I guess that they did this like agreement that they can't trash talk each other for this agreement for their divorce and the settlement, which is interesting because there's like subtle things now I think are going to come.
I don't know how long that's going to last, to be honest.
Because I guess they have to, and they have like no mutual things that they have ownership of. So it's a clean break.
Well, clean break because Colt is so Colty is cheapy.
What's his Corolla? His little G ride.
Oh my God! But he got a new car. Him and his mom went and bought a new car for them. So what?
Aww. She's
guys,
so cute.
She really is cute, and it says May and I just living our best lives right now, and this is it. This is the relationship. There's gonna be no Azan. It's gonna be a season of these two, and May's a cutie patootie, and I'm all for it. But I'm calling it right now that that's what we're gonna see. Okay, remember last week, News and Gossip, we talked about Ricky, and Ricky's having that Cinco de Mayo party in Miami, the meet and greet or whatever. And so what I thought was really interesting is that he posted this about him and Courtney, because remember they were starting a YouTube page together?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it became
that?
a thing or it did not become a thing, but they were going to do a YouTube page together. And he posted, "Do we make a cute couple? Don't be too ruthless now." And then he tagged Courtney in it and said she's going to kick his butt for it. So what is he saying here? That they're a couple? That they're going to be a couple? That they like each other? Or is he just fueling a fire that doesn't exist? I don't know.
I mean, do you think that he'll ever be back?
No, because he trashed TLC too much. You can't trash the network and think that they'll take you back.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
That's right. That's right.
Don't do it. Okay. So I'm going to go through one question on what do you think before we leave. Okay. Would you date a mama's boy, Linda?
No.
No?
No.
Not at all?
I mean, I have, and it didn't work out, so I've learned my lesson.
I think I'm going to go with maybe on this one to find mama's boy. Not a Colt Debbie relationship, though. That ain't going to happen.
I was thinking Colt Debbie.
Okay.
If you say, like, hey, someone who loves their mom, takes care of their mom, and treats their mom well, then absolutely I would, because how he treats his mom is how he's going to treat you.
For sure.
But if it's like some crazy messed up relationship like I see with Colt, then no thank you.
Colty, no. Yeah, I'm going to go with you on that one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Would you guys date a mama's boy? We want to know. Hit us up in the comments, guys. We loved, oh my gosh, I can't believe we ran out of time. There's just so much all the time.
Should we do one quick prediction each?
Let's do a prediction. Go for it.
Your AfterBuzz TV
So I'm predicting that Ashley's going to be on the come up, and I think that she's actually dating a New York sports star.
You think that's true?
Yes.
Damn, girl, she did come up. Look at her. I think that Larissa and the Colty drama is going to continue. I think there's going to be more fights. I'm so excited to see that Van interview because I think she's going to reveal like some abuse that's going on, some crazy stuff that we don't know about.
Yeah.
It's going to be some juicy stuff.
We're definitely learning the time frame of
yes,
things,
yeah,
so.
and we want to know what you guys think. Make sure you comment on our YouTube, hit us up on Spotify, reach out to us on social media. You can hit me up all over social media at Stacey Olivas, and where can they find you?
Guys, all across social media, Linda's so girly. Send us the juice.
Yes.
We'll share it.
Keep
We'll
it
share
coming.
it,
We
yeah.
love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.